to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join the Helldivers.
Like the taste of freedom.
Hey everyone, my name is JS Matthews and welcome to a little bit of Helldivers 2. Today's video is going to be a little bit different here. Obviously I'm going to be doing some commentary today. I've made a couple without any commentary. I found it a little easier to play the game and focus while not talking. But I figured I'd do one where I just kind of talk through a little bit about how I play and what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So this match right here is probably one of the better ones I've played. This is a level 8 difficulty, so this is right before Helldiver, and this is the extreme difficulty, I believe. And this was a pretty tough match. We're going against the bugs here, and the first thing I want to point out is my loadout. I'm running the Punisher shotgun, and then the kind of like SMG pistol that kind of rapid fires as my secondary weapon. Now the Punisher is one of the most underrated weapons, I think, in the game, if not the most. It is absolutely phenomenal. It has such great stopping power, and it staggers people, and it hits with a lot of damage. And then I'm running my main kind of stratagem weapon is going to be the autocannon here, and it's great against bugs, great against bots too. It's probably one of the better stratagems in the entire game. But I'm running it here, and you can see I'm targeting this tower off here in the distance. I know I see the Bile Titan there, so I throw out a little rail cannon, try to take it out. But I end up taking out this tower right here, and you can take them out with like, I think 8-9 shots, I think it is. So just watch your reloads with the autocannon. If you expend your entire ammo, it does take a little bit of time there to reload. You can see I tried to get some cover from that little spear there, but man, the autocannon is great for those distance attacks and for taking out the bigger guys. But yeah, these towers here with the Shriekers, they need to go. As soon as I saw them, I was like, we're going to prioritize that first, and it worked out great. But I noticed my buddy there still hasn't been brought in, and I just realized that, and I think we ended up getting him back in there. But yeah, as we go through this video, I'll kind of just point out my different strategies there. You can see I just got blasted by someone's arc thrower. That did not feel very good. Again, watch out for that friendly fire. That's one of the things I want to talk about here is I try to be very careful with friendly fire. I like to have 0 accidents at the end of a game. I think that's one of the best stats you can have. It's great if you kill a lot of stuff, but if you kill your teammates too, that's not good. So being a good teammate is going to be one of the major focuses of this video. The other part of my loadout here I want to point out is I'm running some light armor here. It's the light Kevlar armor, so it has 100 armor, so it has the same amount of armor as a medium, but you can run in it like you're in light armor. And I always have light armor against bugs because the primary focus for bugs is staying on the move. You do not want to be sitting still. Because their lack of range attacks, other than some of the spitters, you are not going to have you're not going to have to worry about a lot of that stuff. Instead, you want to be on the move. And there's a friendly fire kill right there. I just got absolutely massacred. I don't think that was his fault. I think that was his turret that just hit me right in the face. I was trying to retreat to him, but yeah, that didn't work out very well. First death. I believe I have 2 deaths in this entire match, and both of them come to friendly fire. I do not get killed by the bugs. Again, with the bugs, play it patiently. Try to stay on the move and stay away from them. And again, as you're going around, those spitters right there, those little spitters, definitely prioritize those guys. They don't do a lot of damage, but they slow you down, and that will get you killed. You have to stay on the move against the bugs. Probably one of the best pieces of advice I can give you as a Helldiver player. Now, we're going to see as we go along here. We work pretty well as a team coming up here. I check the map frequently. That's another thing I would encourage you to do. Always check your map. See which direction you're going, see which direction you need to be going, keep track of those side objectives, and then keep track of where those bug holes are. Right here at the beginning, man, we are just getting pounded by these bug holes, and there are so many bugs coming our way. I'm completely out of ammo for my, what is that, my stratagem weapon, my autocannon, I believe at this point. and I'm running pretty low on everything else. That I believe I run out of ammo on my shotgun too. Oh no, I have a little bit of autocannon ammo left, but you're gonna see at the beginning the ammo here is pretty sparse because of just the amount of combat we're in. But again, you watch this here. I'm kind of standing still right now, but I'm always watching my back because you get some of those little jumpy boys sneaking up on you, and you will be dead in 2 hits. So the only issue with this loadout I've found is chargers. You can see there though, chargers are easy to avoid. But when it comes down to taking them out, I'm not as good at taking them out with the autocannon as I am with, the quasars, the expendable anti-tank missiles, stuff like that. I'll have to look into how people take them out with the autocannon. I believe shooting the legs is a good idea. You can see I'm getting a little behind some of my friends there, but I did want to kind of clean out those the enemies that were behind us. And yeah, I'm completely out of autocannon now, and I'm running a little low on shotgun there. Only probably about 30 shells left or so. But I still have my secondary weapon. But I'm not calling in a resupply yet because I want to pull in the resupply when I'm near my teammates. I do not want to put in a resupply while I'm by myself. The resupply is on its global timer, so if you use it, nobody else can use it until it's done. And I do not want to leave my friends without supplies. I don't think that's a good Helldiver way there. So again, one of the best pieces of advice I can give you is be thinking about your teammates. As you're playing, whatever you're doing, be thinking about your teammates. Here we have a supply coming in, but again, we're all here for this resupply that I'm going to call in here, I think. But this does not work out very well. I was not watching behind me, and you are going to see some guys sneak up on me. I threw that 500 kilogram bomb, but I should have thrown it a little further there. Don't think I put it in the right spot. There's some jumpy boys. See, this is why you keep your eyes open. I almost died here. I could not believe I didn't. Don't know how I didn't there, but yeah, those little jumpy boys, they will get you. Punisher's pretty good against them though, as long as you're hitting your shots. So, and there is the second death, and that is again a team death where somebody blew us up accidentally. But yeah, so again, watch the friendly fire. You know, that's probably the best way you can be a good teammate. Watch that friendly fire. I was a little worried there, like, oh geez, this is gonna be one of those games where we just kill each other a lot. I believe that's my only other death, so we'll kind of see how it goes from here on out if I remember correctly. But yeah, get right back in, grab my stuff, and here's I'm trying to jump up, but I can't. Getting hit by those little jumpy boys. Those guys, they just annoy me. But they're some tougher bug enemies right there. I do think the bugs are a little easier than the bots for different reasons. But I think the bugs you just got to be careful of when it comes to staying on the move, and knowing what to prioritize and how to pick your fights. You can see there's a lot of these bile spears. These things are just they're so awful. They can hit you from across the map with those artillery, but with the autocannon, it's really not that bad. But I think I'm completely out of autocannon still. I was trying to get ammo when I got killed, and so I'm still out of autocannon ammo. And I was thinking, oh shoot, this was a problem. But again, stay calm, don't panic. You can see I just stay on the move and I keep rotating, and I just keep blasting away at guys and just trying to give us some room. And again, just kind of keep your teammates in mind here. I probably should have called in that other guy right here. I had the time to, and instead I went for those samples, but looks like somebody else called him in right there. Maybe that's why I didn't. But when you're in the middle of a firefight like that, it's hard to focus on, getting that reinforcement in sometimes. But again, we're just dancing around the outside of this bug infestation. Again, it kind of stinks because you're just like, if I had my autocannon, I'd be able to take that thing out, but I just have no ammo. And so this is where I decide, I think I run in there and try to get it, or maybe somebody else does. But yeah, those little spitters, you got to watch out for them. Again, just be patient and play carefully. And I think, oh no, he's going for it, so I was going to call something in, and then I saw somebody else come. And I was like, why are we throwing that laser down? But worked out okay, it's all good. But you can see our teamwork right now isn't perfect. You'll see it get better throughout the video. Again, we're playing with randoms, so you're not having a lot of communication. There's, it's not like we know each other. So, and this is where, again, man, we are just surrounded. You can just see the beginning of this is just so much combat. There's so much fighting, and but we kind of stick together here, and we do a really good job holding them off. Like I said, I think those are the only 2 deaths I have are just 2 team kills, and really it ends up being a pretty well balanced match here. And my teammates are pretty darn good, so big shout out to them. If you see yourself in the video, feel free to give me a little shout out down below, leave a comment. Again, I don't know who these guys are, but yeah, it was a good group. We played really well together. You can just see as we go throughout the match, we really kind of start working well, just kind of as we get used to each other, you know, and how we play. But this is where I think I just finally called in a supply and was like, I'm finally going to get some ammo here. I'm completely out of my shotgun ammo, and I'm completely out of my autocannon ammo, and I think I end up switching to my pistol here eventually, or later on down the line. And yeah, finally called that supply in. Now, I took 2 there. Probably shouldn't have. Probably should have given some to my buddies there, but I was completely out of autocannon ammo, and if you grab one, it fills up half your backpack, and so I grabbed a second to get the rest of it. And yeah, finally can use my autocannon again, which is good. But yeah, I probably should have left a 4th one for this guy, but I think we find some ammo literally laying right over here, yeah. And I think actually I saw that. I saw like the ammo sitting there, and he ended up not going for it. I guess he didn't need the ammo, but yeah, just kind of making our way around here. And again, I'm just looking for samples here. Another Bio-Titan. I saw them hitting it, so I was like, should I throw my thing now? We'll give our guys some time to take it out. And I think I end up grabbing. Oh yeah, I jumped right into that. Almost died there. That was not. I did not mean to actually jump over that gate. But yeah, I realize now. I'm like, oh shoot, I did not reload. Hopefully my buddies here can take this guy out. And that 500 kilogram almost gets him. But you notice when I'm reloading, I always look behind me when I'm reloading this gun, because you got to sit still. And again, with the bugs, man, you do not want to be still. You want to keep your head on a swivel and be looking behind you. Those little jumpy boys, they will get you. So we finally reached our very first objective of what will end up being 4 objectives. We have 3 things we got to do, and then we got to do the final one, which is, I forgot what it is. I'm looking at a very small screen, so I think it's launching the ICBM is the last one. And so we got to get the you know, emergency power up or whatever, and then pump the stuff and get the codes and all that. And you can see on the map there, I'm looking at the map because I'm realizing, oh shoot, we missed our first objective down there. We went the wrong way. So I actually end up making the decision to head down there with another guy. And this is one of the pieces of advice. We'll talk about this in a minute, but splitting the party. If you have 4 good players, splitting the party's okay. You want to go 2 and 2 though. You do not want to go 1 and 3. If you go 1 and 3, you better be really darn good, and you better get a little lucky, because things can go pretty bad pretty quick. So yeah, just be aware of that. We'll talk about that in a minute when I do it. But right here is where the autocannon really shines. You can one-shot those big bugs there. I think those are like the layer guardians or whatever the heck they are. But they're big. You shoot them once in the head, and that thing pops. So keep the autocannon with you when you're facing bugs. It is very good. Again, against chargers, I'm a little weak with it. I'll probably have to look up a video on that, just kind of strategies against chargers with the autocannon. But I've run EATs against chargers. Those are really good as well. But yeah, autocannon is just so good against everything. It's so much ammo, and you can just lay down fire from so far away. So if you're looking for a good stratagem gun to run with this one. And I think this is where I start heading south. You'll see us kind of split up here. Yep, this guy's coming with me. So we split up 2 and 2. And you'll see 2 guys going north, and then 2 guys heading south. And this is a good strategy, but you have to, again, be a good teammate. Keep your guy with you. Stay with him. Don't ditch him. And try to avoid patrols as best you can. That's what I do here. You'll see me start pointing out bugs left, right, wherever they are, just so that we can avoid them. And you're going to see us do a pretty good job of getting away from them. The other thing is, when your partner dies, make sure that you get him back in. And the other 2, you're going to see our guys make this mistake, but the guy who's with me is going to die eventually, and they will summon him back in. But he's way across the map with them and not with me, and so then I'm ditched by myself. So if you notice that you split up, be careful and make sure that, you know, when it's good to reinforce, but make sure that you're reinforcing close to, you know, where your stuff is. And if you're split up, give the other guy a chance to reinforce and see if he does, because it'll be better for them. This is where I notice he's kind of falling behind a little bit. I wait for him, and yeah, I know where we're headed now. I know we're going to get the launch codes, but I figured splitting up would be good. We're already almost halfway through the mission, and I was like, yikes, we got to get going here. And you're going to see we have some bugs up there, but this is where you want to start paying attention to your stratagems. So I pull out my stratagems here and immediately pull out my 500 kilogram bomb or 50 kilogram bomb, what the heck that is. And it's a good throw. I think this one is perfect. Yeah, look at that, dead on. That was a really good throw that time. And you're gonna see we basically take out all the bugs at once. Good drop there. And that's when I sprint straight in to try to find those codes. And I think they're sitting right up there. They're a little glowing thing. Grab ammo when you can. Again, always keep track of your ammo. You really do not want to get caught with no ammo. And now we realize we got to head up to the right. So we're going to head up here, take out this bug hole, and then just kind of make our way up. And again, now we're starting to see the match is going a little more smoothly. Our other group there is going, they're kind of taking on the Sief artillery, so they're getting us another stratagem. I mark the bugs again. Be a good teammate. Mark where those patrols are so that your allies can see them. And again, don't feel like you have to take everything on. Be sneaky about it a little bit here. There's a good idea about some stealth. I think I see those bugs over there, and I'm like, you know what? Forget this crud. We're gonna take these guys out. And I noticed this is the radar station, so this is gonna allow us to see everything on the map and maybe find those super samples, which would be good, especially on this map. Doing the level that we're on, level 8, we'll get like 6 of them. Yeah, that cluster bomb. Oh my gosh, that thing is great. But, yeah, you'll see me turn around there. The only reason why I turned around was because I thought that was my guy who died, and that was one of the guys from the other group who died, and now they both go down, and that's a problem. So now their stuff is across the entire map, and we have to reinforce them. Again, almost killed by friendly fire there. Watch those cluster bombs. The buddy is with me. He just kind of threw that one out there, and I almost took it right there in the face. That almost ended me. But I was able to dive out of the way there, get myself safe, and then I reinforced my buddies there. Added in our other guys, and I think they're going to head straight back over there. They're just kind of like, yeah, we're going to head back over there and try to get that artillery set up and get our stuff. Another Biotitan, man, they just come at you on this difficulty. There is just one after another. I use the rail cannon to soften them up, and then kind of hide back over here and realize, yikes. Again, the autocannon against this guy, I think I do take him out here. I think I run underneath him and just blast him. Let's see. Yeah, see, they're just ricocheting off his legs there. And I think I just head around this way and then... Oh, nope, somebody else got him. I couldn't remember if that was me or somebody else. But again, just keep your head on that swivel when you're reloading especially. And don't get stuck on those bug legs. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so again, match is going okay. We got a couple deaths here. I think we start running low on reinforcements. I do know that. By the end, we're real low. You can see again the bottom right hand corner with the chat. My buddy's telling me, hey, 180, spin at 180, so I know what to do. You can listen for it to, go click and it'll tell you when to stop. But he let me know. So again, be a good teammate. That was really nice of him. And we have some bugs down there, and I think I just decide to take them on. And I was like, yikes! So I grab a little more ammo here. Our buddies are heading way the other way, and I know we still have some bug holes to deal with. We're already down to close to 20 minutes, so this is when it starts getting tight. And but yeah, things are going okay. Don't panic about the time. Again, if you can make it to the platform with about 2 minutes remaining, you will be just fine. You're going to be good to go. There's the charger again with the autocannon. Man, I'm not that great against them with the autocannon. I do take a couple pot shots. He takes him out with the Quasar. I think that was like a one shot there. And this is where I see some bug holes over here, and we're gonna go after them. Yeah. But yeah, again, this is just it's another. Yeah, I almost took it there. There's another just thing to be aware of is, again, when you're alone with somebody else, watch it, be careful, and watch each other's backs. And I'm going to let him kind of take on that charger there. I shoot in the butt every once in a while when I can. There's those big guys, those little spewers. So when I see those, I immediately prioritize them. And again, another Biotitan. And we are just... this is where I was starting to get a little worried. But again, don't panic. Just take what the game gives you and start trying to be careful. Again, there's my teammate going down. I try to reinforce him way over here so he's out of the fight, so he doesn't get killed again. And now I have a charger, a biospewer. I got a lot of stuff coming at me. I think this is the orbital laser I tossed there, and let that kind of take him on a little bit. But a charger almost gets me again. That was a interesting dive there. But our other buddies over there get the Sief artillery online. And again, it was a decent split up. I would suggest be careful about splitting up, but yeah, we did it well. It was two good squads, and we went pretty well. I think he dies again here. My buddy is with me. He gets spewed on, I think, or something. But again, just be a good teammate, look out for your buddies, and that's kind of something I try to prioritize. Is I want to be a good teammate more than I want to get the most kills and stuff like that, because that's what you want to really think about. And he's getting in close there. I think this is where I get him. I think, yep, there we go. I get him with that last shot there and took him down. So again, autocannon is good against Battle Titans if you can hit him in that midsection, hit him in that weak spot. And this is where we're like, wow, we are under 20 minutes and we still have to pump the fuel and all that. So this is where we start booking it. This is where I start feeling the time crunch, and I'm like, okay, we're going to head up that way. And again, me and B4 here, we're partnering together. And yeah, it's looking okay, though. It's looking okay. The big thing is there, you saw me again. I didn't panic. I stayed on the move. I kept circling around and trying to keep those bugs in front of me and just laying down fire constantly. Especially with that, again, that Punisher shotgun is so underrated. It's good against so many different things. And if you haven't tried it yet, I would highly recommend it. I use it almost exclusively against bots as well, because it'll stagger bots like crazy, and then you can 3-tap those berserkers. But we'll do another video on the bots later on. My buddy here is also using the fire shotgun. Right now, if you're the host and you're using the fire shotgun, you got to be so careful. If you are not careful, you will kill your buddies so fast. You will kill your fellow Helldivers in 3 seconds, right? Like it'll be so quick. You gotta really watch that. But I know there's a hole coming up here. I get my 500 kilogram ready here, and I think I threw it a little. I do not think I threw that very well. I think I only get one hole with it. So I realized that, and I'm like, oh, take these bug holes out. So there's one left, yeah, or two left. And so again, I just go around with my autocannon, and I'm like, okay, let's hit these things. And I try to take out the bigger ones first. And yeah, it makes life a lot easier on you if you can take those out. And here I am realizing, well, I'm out of ammo. I better reload. But again, I watch the enemies behind me. My partner here, he's doing a great job drawing them away from me. That allows me to reload. And now I notice, oh, there's a bug, you know, a special little bug hole over there. We're going to go take that one out eventually. And yeah, this is, again, when it's bugs and you see that blue, it's either Biotitan or most likely it's going to be Stalkers. And I just have to tell you, I hate Stalkers. Oh my gosh, I hate Stalkers. They are the worst. So that's, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Stalkers stink. Yeah, I was going to say, I went over here because I thought there was a bug hole back here. Throw a couple grenades down there, a couple jumpy boys, and I get about 6 kills right there with that one grenade. And I'm able to just kind of pound those guys with my shotgun a little bit. And again, it staggers them really well. And I thought that guy was dead right there, that big guy, but he was not. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to avoid him, and I'm going to try to get this bug hole taken care of, and now we can take this guy out. And again, watch out for my ally, making sure I'm not hitting him, and just keeping my head on a swivel, watching out for any new bug patrols. And yeah, we got a couple little objectives here to go after. But yeah, again, nice split up. It's going okay. Again, split ups are dangerous. You saw it with the first time those two guys died, but they're doing okay now. Also, the climbing up on the ammo box, it happens every time. I swear. Every single time I run up to it, I do that. But yeah, this is where I realize, okay, we got some super samples right over here as well. So yeah, we're coming into, this is going to be a pretty intense moment coming up here, because this is where my buddy's going to die, and then the other team reinforces him near them. And so then I'm left alone, and I'm facing down a lot of stuff. Yeah, there we go. There's the Stalkers. You can see them, the little invisible boys. Yeah, they are not fun. 2 autocannon shots, though. And you can take those guys down. This is where I grab my stratagem. This is the rail cannon. It is so good against those chargers, and it's very worth it. Now I decide, okay, I'm gonna bum rush this stalker nest, and you'll watch. I throw this, but I don't know what happened. I think the bomb ends up hitting the side of it, and so I thought I took out the nest, and I did not. So this is a big mistake on my part. I should have verified that. Notice no objective pops up. I wasn't paying attention. And that was a slight problem. I was like, oh shoot, that bug nest is still there. So I run over there trying to take it out, and this is when I realize there's a whole nother group of things over here. And yeah, I start pelting them with some grenades, and that's when I realized I did not take out that bug nest, the stalker nest. That's a real problem. So, and now we get a bug hole spawning there. There's the Stalker moving in on me. Again, the Punisher saves my butt there. Did you see the stagger effect? If you watch that back, you will see that thing should have killed me. That should have got me. But this is where things start getting bad. We got Chargers. We got another bug hole there coming in. We got Stalkers on us. We got Chargers on us. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. There's that Stalker. Those guys, yeah, you gotta watch them. They will get you. There's me avoiding the Charger. That was a good move on my. I will tell you, I was paying attention. I was listening for his sound, and I was just backing up, and I was like, oh my gosh, please help me avoid him. And yeah. I don't know if it's me who kills my buddy here or if the bugs get it. But he's gonna go down here in just a second. But there's the orbital laser going down. I was trying to take out as many as I could. Here I am making my way, trying to go for that bug nest, but oh my gosh, there's just so many things around. And I kind of thought, okay, I'm just gonna die and take out this bug nest. And that's when I realized I'm out of ammo. I don't have any grenades. So immediately I'm like, well, shoot, time to run. And again, this is not a good spot. Again, don't panic. You know, I got a really good stim off there that saved me. And I took out that Stalker that was behind me. And now I still have a Charger and more Stalkers. And you can see there my friend goes down. I'm getting ready to bring him back. And right as I'm getting ready to bring him back, the other side reinforces him. And so now he's back in, but he is all the way across the map. And again, if you split up, pay attention to that. Try not to reinforce right away because, you know, I was going to reinforce him right there, and then he was going to be right back here with me. It was going to be, you know, two of us together taking these bugs on, and that would have been so much better, I think. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We're all alive there. I probably should have... I was going to grab his Quasar there, and I realized I still have ammo, so I used that. Took out the Stalker nest, and yeah, kind of checked his stuff there. I didn't grab anything. I didn't want to take his stuff. Again, that's another little pet peeve. Don't take your ally stuff without asking them. For me, I don't really care too much. I had somebody take my shield back one time. I was like, I really don't care. Like, I'll just I'll play it a little tougher, and then I'll do it myself. I see that guy goes down, and I realize I probably should reinforce him, but I wasn't paying attention. I was going for that illegal broadcast. I kind of thought I was going to die, so I wasn't trying to reinforce anybody on me because I figured, oh, I'm going down, you know. This is it for me. But I kind of made it out. I think watching it back, I made some really good decisions there. I wish I would have been able to reinforce my buddy back in, but you know, that's okay. Things happen. It's all right. We got the super samples though, so we have the super samples. We got 12 minutes left. Just took out 2 bonus objectives, and now I got a Bile Titan behind me, and I didn't really have anything to take him out with, so I was like, you know what, we're just gonna run, and eventually my buddies up here will see him. We're finally coming back together as a team. But yeah, I was bringing a lot of heat their way. Not the best decision, but yeah, I think I throw down the orbital cannon here, just try to soften him up, and then hopefully somebody else can hit him with a Quasar. And that was my thought process there, just kind of like, again, use your teamwork. I know I got my allies with me and stuff like that. I think I actually run around and try to take out the Bile Titan here, but I'm not sure if I end up doing it. Again, it's ended up being quite a long game. We pushed the limit here. We got, what, 11 minutes left, and yeah, that was good. 2 good shots there. That was good. I took down that Bile Titan rail cannon and then 2 autocannon shots. I think I'm finally getting the hang of that, taking on the Bile Titans with just, you know, this weapon and kind of getting used to it, where to place my shots. Then I start noticing all the guys who were following me are still following me. Not sure how I missed all those shots, but I was kind of like, wow, how did I missed that crud? I noticed some of these guys are, the little artillery guys are way out there, and so I thought, you know, I'm going to try to take some of those out and just kind of keep them from blowing up my buddies over there. We have another Bile Titan spawning in. I mean, this was just, the rest of this game is just pure chaos. This is where I remember thinking, okay, we got 11 minutes, and we got to pump the fuel, get to the ICBM, and get it up. And I remember literally saying to my teammates later, like, hey, as soon as we finish this, we just run. And yeah, we'll see how it turns out, though. We'll see if we end up being successful or not. But so far, I feel like the game has gone really well. I feel like I've made some good plays here. And let me know in the comments if you see me do anything you're like, hey, this is a piece of advice I would give someone, or maybe you have a piece of advice for me. I'm coming back here to reload because I noticed I want to get going on the pumping the, you know, the fuel, but at the same time, we have stuff everywhere right now. And this is where I realize, oh, we got 2 guys dead. And I think I called him back in here. Maybe I don't. I'm a terrible teammate. I just reload my gun here. Or I think the other guy, I noticed the other guy had called him in. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I was trying to get my gun loaded because I knew, there was going to be stuff coming our way. And you don't want to reinforce somebody right into a horde of bugs. That's miserable. It's kind of fun dropping on guys. Again, I turn here, keep my head on a swivel, and immediately I'm like, well, crap. Okay, I got another, 50 kilogram bomb. Let's drop that. And there, again, we're almost dead there. Another team kill from that cluster bomb. Yeah, that cluster bomb is mean. You got to watch that thing. I think no, I still have stims. I was thinking I was out of stims. I don't know why I didn't stim up here. But, yeah. Watch out for those cluster bombs. Again, be a good teammate. Careful where you're throwing them down. Careful where you're dropping them. You do not want to be dropping them straight on your teammates' heads. This is where I notice I'm out of ammo on my shotgun. Got to pull out my pistol here and just start unloading. This pistol is a lifesaver. This thing can really do a good job. Finally get my ammo back there, and I think I end up reloading, hopefully. But yeah, just figure I'd take out those jumpy boys while they're all stuck. And what is it? The artillery, the little stun artillery. That thing is great on maps like this. Again, the artillery can be good or bad. It can be a blessing or a curse, especially against the bugs. You can have some times where the bugs crawl right up on you, and then that artillery shell flies right on your head. It's a great way to kill some teammates accidentally, but when done right, it's really helpful. But yeah, here we are pumping the stuff, and then we got to head straight over here. So I think I mark it on our map, and I just start running. I'm like, yep, let's just go. Let's just move it. That thing will be done. Yep. Perfect timing. Again, we got, 8 minutes left. We're really pushing it here, especially on this difficulty. Without those stratagems, it's going to be tough to be successful. So I end up just coming here. I noticed this little guy sitting right there. I'm like, oh, hey, buddy. And just pull out my thing and just start throw a grenade at him and then just hit him with my autocannon, and there he goes. Pretty simple. But yeah, the autocannon is so good against those spewers. Works really well. But yeah, we're getting to the end of the mission here. This is where time is really of the essence, and you got to be moving fast. This is where that light armor really helps. It's a little bit extra speed, lets you move a little bit quicker, and yeah, all we got to do is launch that missile. We'll be good to go. If I remember correctly, I was thinking, okay, we have like 2-3 minutes to launch this, a few minutes to get back to the pad, and then we should have enough time to summon the pelican and to extract us. And so, yeah, I was getting a little worried here, but I figured we had the time. Again, one of the things I would definitely keep in mind is when you get up here again, I try to just be the best teammate I can. I'm trying to get us back to evac as soon as possible. My buddies down there are already pulling stuff up, but since I'm first there, I go straight for the the console, and just kind of start going. And yeah, the teammates had already kind of pulled up those little things. We were doing really well. This is where you can see us really clicking as teammates. Everybody's kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing. Everybody is pulling their weight, and yeah, that's what makes a good Helldiver team, is when you're all doing what you should be doing and all watching each other's back. And yeah, I noticed some bugs coming in, and we got some turrets down. I was feeling pretty good at this point. I was feeling, okay, we can do this. We got this. We cleared out most of the enemies, or pretty much all of them. I know one of the guys there, he's marking one of the bug tunnels that we haven't done, the last one. We missed one single bug tunnel, and I was like, I just didn't see us doing it. We have 6 minutes, and we don't have a lot of time here. The other fun thing about the shotgun is at a distance, man, it can hit like 6 or 7. You're gonna see at one point here, I fire it, and I think I go up from 0 to 7 kills. Like, it's just one shot because everybody was low health, and I just popped like 6 or 7 of them at one time. But yeah, Punisher shotgun. If you have not tried that yet, man, I highly encourage it. Again, the little console games, get good at those. They're pretty easy, but when you know what you're doing, it's going to be more helpful to your team. So make sure you're paying attention to that. And again, here we are, kind of fighting together, all kind of holding this choke point. And yeah, almost done here. Getting real close. again, I was really watching the time closely. I was like, okay, we got 5 minutes. It's going to take us at least 2 or 3 to get back to the landing pad and call an extract, which is 2 minutes. I kind of figured we were close. Not sure what knocked me down there. And then I noticed the rocket sentry was what knocked me down. It's the power from the rocket sentry took me down. Probably should have gone to that console right there. I noticed it, but I was too busy shooting bugs there. But thankfully our buddy saw it and launched the missile. And this is where I was like, okay, it is time to start running. And we just start going this way. We got 2 or 3 chargers coming at us. Yeah, that arc thrower, man, he almost blasted me with that. That was close. But this is where, again, I try to help out my teammates. I notice they're going that way. I'm not sure why. I'm thinking like, hey, let's just run. Again, communicating with your teammates what you're doing is important. So that's why I move here and just straight mark the map and say this is where we're going. And I thought we all had the same idea, but apparently Green was like, hey, let's go over here and take out this bug nest. And I was like, I don't know what you guys are doing. And this is where I get bashed by a charger. And I think I end up turning the other way and thinking, okay, I'm going to go, or we're going to split up. I'm going to go and deal with, bringing in the Pelican and, just getting the heck out of here. So the other guys, yeah, this is where I was like, this is where I start getting worried. I'm like, every which way you turn, there's bugs. That's when you're starting to think, okay, shoot, there's another patrol over there. And this is where I turn and I'm like, nope, I'm moving. I saw a teammate die and I was like, let's get out of here. Let's move this way. And so I'm hoping the other guys are going to start following me, which if you notice they do, except for I think Green kind of goes off and tries to take off that bug hole. Don't think he does. I notice again that the Bile Titan's chasing him, so I'm going to try to help them out. I'm just going to try to thin out these guys. Again, I'm trying to stay aware of what my teammates need. So I reinforce him, and I try to reinforce him way ahead of us to kind of be like, look, we are evacuating. Let's get the heck out of here. And that's when I realized I was heading the wrong way, so I had to turn. Again, pay attention to that map. There's sometimes where you're fighting and you get a little mixed up. What you don't want to do is find yourself running the opposite way. Pay attention to your direction there. But, yeah, we keep going here. We start making our way back, and I think most of us do. Again, I think Green takes the other way, but there was a lot of bugs in that direction. I was like, nope, I'm good. And again, I communicate with my team. I said, hey, I got the super samples. Let's get out of here. Let's just move. We don't need anything else. We're good. We don't need that last bug hole. We did well enough. So, yeah, here's kind of the final sprint here. We're down to 2 minutes. Again, when you're heading down to 2 minutes, you want to summon extract because what you don't want to do is get caught with a minute or 2 to wait and you got no stratagems and 4 or 5 Bile Titans are coming after you. Yeah, that's not what you want. But yeah, thankfully somebody had spawned in some ammo here a little while ago. So I was like, hey, don't mind if I do. Grab a little bit on the way. Again, keep my autocannon fully supplied there because I tend to use that quite often. I mean, especially against bots, I treat the autocannon almost like a main, which is kind of interesting, especially with how much ammo it has. It's very helpful. But yeah, finally making our way to the end here. 2 minutes 10 seconds, and I'm checking my map to see what's going on with the rest of my teammates. B4 is still off by himself a little bit, and I was kind of like, dude, what are you doing? But I get here and I'm like, let's call an extract. Let's do it. And no one on my team complained. I think they're all good with it because, yeah, with a minute 57 left, yeah, you got to call an extract. So, yeah, it was going to come right when we'd run out of stratagems, which was perfect timing. See some bugs coming in, and this is where it starts getting, this is where it gets a little hairy. It was a very, very interesting end here. So I'll probably be quiet here for a second and just kind of let you guys enjoy it a little bit. I know I've been doing a lot of talking today, but here I am just trying to thin them out. We get more bugs coming this way. And I'm trying to pick off the bigger guys with my autocannon because it takes about 1, maybe 2 shots to take them down. And I was thinking right here, I was thinking I was like, we're doing great. We're fine. As long as B4 gets back here, we're all good. You know, the ship will come in, but we won't call them. And that's when this happens. I notice a big bug hole and then a big bug. And not just 1, but 2. And then I think a 3rd one comes out as well. Yeah, I believe there's a 3rd Bile Titan as well that pops out of that hole. There they are, all 3 Bile Titans. We take 2 of them out, and then I'm getting blasted by artillery butt shells from those things, and now it's just chaos. This is just pure chaos. Again, this is just about surviving, keeping your friends alive. We have 1 reinforcement, so if B3 dies, we're in some, we can only bring him back. Here comes 1 guy. Here comes this Bio-Titan looking for me. I didn't realize he couldn't spew anymore. I should have stayed under him and kind of shot him a little bit. But yeah, look at those poor shot placement by me. It's kind of hard to hit him. Lots of deflection there. But yeah, stay alive. Watch out for the chaos. Kind of just switching weapons, doing whatever I can to stay alive.
Throwing grenade!
But yeah, you can see me dancing around a lot. There's a lot of movement here, a lot of running. I just noticed those samples over there. I probably should have grabbed them. But I think I was more concerned about just staying alive. I think that guy grabs him. There's another Bio-Titan. I think we had 6 or 7 at the end here. Just like so. Oh yeah, I run and grab them. I grab those, and I'm like, there we go. 1 rare, and what was it? I don't even know how many samples it actually was. It wasn't really many. But yeah, you can see this is chaotic here at the end. As soon as it lands, you know, one of my teammates is like, go, go, go. And we all jump in, and you know, D2 makes it. B4 finally shows up right at the end, dives in, and wow, what a finish. What a finish, taking out about 6 or 7 Bio-Titans. What a great game. That was a blast. Deadly, Black X, SCZ, whatever the heck it is, and then Run Rat. You guys were a blast. That was so much fun to play with. I had a really good time with you guys. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know if you enjoy the commentary or the no commentary more, if you like a mix of the two. I'll probably do one on bots as well, where I kind of talk about my strategies versus the robots and how I approach those a little differently. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of advice there and just kind of how I deal with things. I'm not the best player ever, but I think I do a pretty good job. I thought that game turned out pretty good. I'll let you see the stats here at the end. I think I turned out pretty good here. So yeah, I was pretty proud of this performance. I think I only had those 2 deaths that were both team kills. And yeah, what a blast of a game. Come help us spread democracy, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you in some more Helldivers next time.
The existence of high casualty.